Section 2.5, and we've got to find the slope of a line parallel to this line. Well, parallel lines have the same slope, so relative to this line, since the slope is 4, then the slope of any line parallel to this will be 4. How about this guy? Well, the first thing we have to do is determine the slope, so we'll solve for y. So we've got 6x, and this was 1, and this is 2. 6x minus 5y equals 20. And now we have to isolate y, so we'll isolate the term with y in it. To do that, we'll subtract 6x from both sides. If we subtract 6x from this side, then all we have left is excuse me, negative 5y. And that equals 20 minus 6x. We subtracted 6x. Now, we want to isolate y, so we'll multiply both sides by the reciprocal of negative 5, which is negative 1/5. And this is going to be times negative 1/5. And the product of reciprocals is 1. The 5's divide out, and the double negatives are positive. And we have 20 over negative 5 minus 6x over negative 5. And so that's y equals, and here we have a double negative, so that's going to be a positive, so that's 6/5 x, and negative 5 goes into 20. Well, that's an odd number, negative, so that's going to be negative, and 5 goes into 24 times. Nevertheless, the slope here is 6/5, so the slope of any line parallel to this line will be 6/5. Now let's keep going with something. How about the slope of any line perpendicular to this line right here? Well, the slope will be, it's always the negative reciprocal. The slope will be negative 1/4. We determine the reciprocal and multiply it by a negative, change its sign. So that was for 1. For 2, we know what the slope of any line parallel to this is. To find the slope of any line perpendicular to this line, m will be the negative reciprocal of 6/5. Well, there's the negative, and the reciprocal of 6/5 is 5/6. And so we're done.